We've got to feed the monster box.
Does the monster box eat garbage?
Eats garbage, or they eat garbage. And it's Officer Teensy Pee. Officer Teensy Pee. Oh, I guess I'll wait until the end. Stay hungry, stay alive, no matter what occurs. Okay, so Officer Teensy Pee is an officer in Kenosha, Wisconsin, who was trying to get a woman who seems to be a reporter to leave after curfew. And he starts asking her nicely, and she nicely responds until he starts to be more of a jerk. And it seems like he arrests her when she says he might have a small penis. Enjoy.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Pick up your stuff and start
what I'm telling you is that you just got arrested last night and you're putting us in a difficult position every time. Just don't be out here after curfew. We don't want to deal with it.
Goodbye. Nothing to report anyways.
Well, that's what we were trying to show everybody.
Well, how long does it take? What is it?
There's been nobody out here for a couple hours.
Short amount of time.
Right, but
So we
after curfew,
everything, and then that's it.
like from 6 o'clock on, there's been nobody here.
Ma'am, keep walking.
I'm going 397. I'm walking. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
If I
I'm
walk-
walking. You don't need to touch me.
Goodbye.
I'm walking. You don't need to touch me. At this point, you're just showing all of us how little you is. I'm out.
You're under arrest.
For what?
Disorderly conduct and curfew.
I'm not. You've got 4. Don't touch
Ma'am?
me. I haven't done anything.
She's under arrest.
For what? For what? I haven't done anything. I'm not doing anything. I literally, he's
Calm
like
down.
waiting for this.
Calm down, okay?
It
Oh my
seems,
God.
John, that she was a big shout out to Trashy Plays for suggesting that. On Sunday nights, I go on Twitch for the most part, and you can send it. We discuss what we should cover on that following Monday's show. So, guys, we'll do that on Sunday nights at Twitch. So you go on there when you get notifications, become a subscriber, at least follow, and you'll get to know all that stuff. But Trashy was like this, and he was right. This is
That's a good one.
This is Officer Teensy Pee of the Kenosha PPD, and amazing. I love it so much because it is exactly what you would assume would happen. Like she's out there, and they're talking about how she has a press badge on. She's covering all this stuff. She's obviously, there's no one around, and there's an extra little level of this where she is proving that like Kenosha's not always on fire. Like it is after curfew, and the main area that she's in is totally peaceful, and there's no one around. And we need people to kind of show that that is the case, because actively the other side is trying to paint Kenosha, Portland, and other cities as these lawless dens of anarchy and terror, when really they're not. Like the head of the Portland Fire Department came out and was like, "We're not ablaze. Everybody calm down."
Yeah, 100%. And that's necessary because where a lot of America is getting their news about this is like Tucker Carlson. It's literally, I think it was Parker Malloy that identified. They spend hours playing footage of fires, and if they don't have new footage, which in a lot of these cases they don't, they use, like Tucker Carlson last night was playing video of a fire from May 30th, months ago. But if you're just tuning in, you're like, oh my God, it's on fire. They're talking about Portland, they're talking about Chicago, they're talking about Kenosha. I guess it must be on fire. And so yeah, they're totally manipulating it. And look, we laugh about this interaction because, hey, look, it's the cop who got sensitive about his penis and all that. But this is also a cop who feels, and might well be correct to feel, that he can arrest reporters for any reason he wants, including them just saying something, knowing that they're filming him and apparently not caring, because cops seem to have become totally immunized against concern about their actions being shown. He believed, if you don't respect my authority, I can arrest you. And this is a time in our country where we have to decide whether that's true or not. Do you get to tell a cop that they have a small, or don't you? And if you do, can they arrest you? Can they brutalize you? Can they kill you? This is all being played out on the streets of America, not necessarily all simultaneously, but we really do have to decide what the relationship between the cops and the people they're supposed to be protecting and serving is going to be. Can they drive through us? Can they beat us? Can they tase us? Can they arrest us for talking about their genitals? These are important questions for America to consider as we go into the next 4 years.
Yep, and so in keeping with that Feeding the monster box, Prince Teensy Pee.
Unfortunately, with this cop, it was but a small meal. An amuse-bouche, really. Anyway, okay, so
amuse douche. Nailed it.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm just gonna go.
Okay. You know what? That's how we should start one of our shows, is with an amuse-douche. Usually like an anti-masker. We're gonna do that now, actually. I like that. Okay, so what about the community though? This is just Brett and me, okay? And as with on game night last night, we found out that the audience can and will often overrule us. So what is the Dragon Squad garbage person of the week? Let's see how the voting went. Okay, so it looks like we've got, with 4.7 thousand votes, the winner with 48% of the vote, a relatively close one, is Trump's COVID-19 advisor, Scott Atlas, for pushing a herd immunity strategy that would kill hundreds of thousands, if not a couple of million people. At 34% and coming in second, the fundraising site Give Send Go for raising money for Kyle Rittenhouse. Geez, 7% of the vote. You have Laura Ingraham for acting as Trump's bumper in their interview, protecting him from some of his comments. At 6%, you have Steve Scalise for sharing a doctored video of the Medicare for All activist Adi Barkan. And at 4% of the vote, you've got whoever's running Herman Cain's Twitter account. Those are all great choices, but Trump, his advisor, has taken away. Good selection there, Dragon Squad. Appreciate that. Can't forget that they are pursuing that. They're still doing that. Everything that we said today is true and awful, but they are still just trying to let the virus spread unchecked across America.
So this guy, Scott Atlas, he's from the Hoover Institute, which I worked at for a summer.
Really?
Hoover Institution. It's at Stanford. It's
I didn't know that.
It is the worst bastion. Like Stanford has one president. And it was Herbert Hoover, who sent America into the Great Depression. And the Hoover Institute is essentially like all the conservative thinkers you could imagine get together and find ways to give the president ultimate authority. I work for this guy named Terry Moe, who's an expert on I didn't know this. I was like, I need a job to pay so I could do a play this summer. So I got paid to do research and stuff. And I was researching teachers unions, and this guy's goal was to get rid of teachers unions, get teachers not to get paid for anything, and start charter schools across America nonstop, no holds barred. And that's what they get paid to do. This guy, Scott Atlas, is not an epidemiologist. He's like a neuroradiologist or something like that. He looks at X-rays of the brain. He does not know anything about how diseases are spread outside of what any pediatrician might know, and probably less at this point. At the Hoover Institute, their job is to give presidents ultimate power over anyone. Congress, the judiciary, no. The high power of the executive is their goal, and Scott Atlas has been plucked from them to be an MD when really he has no clue what he's talking about.
Yeah, 100%, and a great choice there. Good job, audience. For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.